Hey guys, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. So today I have my monthly empties video. We have reached the end of yet another month. Can't believe it. It's June almost. I have lots of empties this month. It seems to be the trend that every other month I have a lot of empties and then the months in between I have smaller amounts. But I have lots of beauty products, some kind of just lifestyle products as well, some hair stuff, some like shower stuff. So let's just go ahead and get started. So as usual, I like to start with the makeup. So I will be retiring my Flower Lash Warrior mascara. I have it in the shade Fiercest Black. I think it comes in this shade and then like a regular black and then a brown. I always go for the darkest of the black because that's just what I want. This is my current favorite foundation. Why do I always mix up mascara and foundation? This is my current favorite mascara that I've tried thus far. I have tried a lot of cruelty-free mascaras, and this one pretty much comes out on top for me. It retails for $9.99 on Ulta's website. I think it's a little bit cheaper at Walmart. It has a pretty big wand, and it's one of those very spiky rubber bristle wands. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. I don't mind it. I'm really not picky about wands. As long as it makes my lashes look good, I don't really care. It does have kind of a wetter formula, so again, I know some people prefer drier formulas. I felt like this stayed good from the moment I opened it until this like 3-month mark that we're at now. I pretty much always keep my mascaras around for 3 months and then I move on to another one just for sanitary reasons. The like paint on the outside of the packaging is starting to kind of flake off onto my fingers, which is getting kind of annoying, but that's not a big deal. I'm wearing this on my lashes today. This is the last time I'll wear it, but this just makes my lashes so long. And this is just one of those mascaras that kind of does everything. It lengthens, it volumizes, and it separates. I think a lot of that has to do with the wand. So the way that the wand is shaped is, I think, really important. And this one has kind of two sides that don't really have a lot of bristles, and then the top parts, the bristles kind of get longer on those sides. And the wand is also a little bit curved, so it gives you a lot of options for how you want your lashes to look. So if you're just wanting length, you can just keep it on the side with longer bristles. But if you want volume and length, usually what I do is I will start to coat my lashes with the side that doesn't have a lot of bristles, and then I'll turn it to the longer bristle side and kind of comb through, and that way it will look a little bit clumpy at first, but the bristles make it really easy to comb through and get rid of any kind of clumps and really separate the lashes and just give them like the full length that you're looking for. So for that reason, I just think it's a great mascara because it gives you a lot of like control and a lot of options. And the mascara that I had before this was the CoverGirl Supersizer mascara. That one also had a rubber bristle wand, but it was a different kind of wand than this. That one I felt like did make my lashes kind of clumpy, and it didn't do a good job of really combing those clumps out, whereas this one will give you the clumps and the volume, but it also is able to kind of comb through them and make your lashes look not like a clumpy mess. So love this mascara. I probably will repurchase it. I have a different mascara that I'll be using next that I got from Ulta as like a gift with purchase that I'm excited to try. I think it's their Ultimate Lashes in a pink tube. Very excited to try that one because I have had really good luck with Ulta mascaras in the past, but I will likely repurchase this in the future. The other makeup product I finished this month, this is kind of a spoiler for my upcoming Project Pan update. I hope you don't mind that I'm spoiling it. But I had a feeling I'd be using this up this month. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Foundation. I have it in the shade 2.0. I think this shade is just a hair too dark for me, but once it's blended into my skin, it really looks fine. I would describe this foundation as a medium coverage, kind of soft matte finish. It has a very liquid consistency, and so it just kind of blends over the skin really nicely. It looks very skin-like, but it can emphasize dry patches if you don't do a good job really hydrating your skin beforehand if you have dry skin. So that's something I did kind of notice with this on days where I didn't do it, like maybe I didn't moisturize my skin well enough or I didn't have enough of a hydrating base on underneath this. It would kind of make some of my, I usually get a little bit dry right in this region of my face, and it did kind of emphasize that. But if I did a good job really hydrating that area, that wasn't an issue. So you just have to kind of be aware of that. I think this is a foundation that could work really well for any skin type. I think people with oily skin would especially like it. If you're wanting something that still looks natural on your skin, it isn't going to be like a thick, cakey mess. Like a lot of matte foundations are. It's very skin-like, very weightless, like it says. So I think it's a really nice foundation. It's just a little expensive for me, and I feel like the drugstore does a really good job with foundations too, so I don't think I would repurchase this one, but it is a really good option if it sounds like it would be up your alley. Couple of skincare products that I finished this month. This is the Everyman Jack Face Wash. It's their charcoal acne skin cleanser. I actually didn't even need to cut this open because when I cut it open there was like absolutely nothing left in there, which is kind of awesome because it means it does a good job really getting it all out of there. I really enjoyed this face wash. Very gentle. It doesn't really like lather up, but I still feel like it cleans my skin really well and gets rid of any like residual makeup. I feel like this is a foundation. Why do I keep saying foundation for literally any product? I feel like this would be a good face wash for any skin type, whether you have acne prone skin or not. I have acne prone skin. I didn't feel like it did anything to like really clear up my acne, but I don't think any face wash is really going to do that. But it can be really nice for acne prone skin, especially if you have dry acne prone skin, because it's not going to really like dry out your skin. Doesn't make your skin feel stripped. Yeah, it's just a good solid face wash, and I think it was under $10. Lasted me quite a while. It comes with 5 fluid ounces. I think I would probably repurchase this at some point. I finished off this little bottle of the Acure Moroccan Argan oil. I got this as like a freebie with a Vitacost purchase. At first I was like, I don't really know what I'm going to use this for. I've never really been much of an oil, like I don't really use oils that much on my skin for cleansing or for moisturizing. I'm just not really an oil kind of person, but I wanted to use it since I had it, and what I ended up using this for actually was I first started using it when I was wearing things like the Stila glitters on my eyes to help remove those, because those can be really stubborn to remove, or really anytime I was just wearing like stubborn eye makeup. I would use this in conjunction with my like knockoff makeup eraser cloths. We've got a kitty who wants attention. I don't think she quite understands what I'm doing here. So I would use it when I had stubborn eye makeup to kind of help loosen it up, and then I would just go in with my like knockoff makeup eraser cloths that I use pretty much every day. And since then I've actually just been using this oil until I used it up to just remove, like to help remove all of my makeup, especially when I'm wearing like a water resistant sunscreen on my face, or really any sunscreen. I feel like sometimes it can be kind of difficult to remove sunscreens, and that's why a lot of people suggest doing like a double cleanse method where you use like an oil or like a cleansing balm and then your regular cleanser. So I ended up almost just using this as like my first step cleanser with my remover cloths. And so since then I didn't repurchase this oil, but I got the vitamin E oil from Trader Joe's, which was like a really inexpensive oil that they had kind of in their skincare section. So I've just been using that, but this kind of turned me on to using an oil as like a first step cleanser, just to really loosen up especially the sunscreen on my face, but also just, it helps remove my eye makeup a little bit easier. Not that the cloths didn't already do a good job of that, but it's kind of nice. It just makes it just a little bit easier. So I really enjoyed it, and I felt like it helped my skin be a little bit more hydrated once I'm done cleansing. So I'm glad that I was able to discover that I enjoy using an oil as like a first step cleanser. So I don't know if I'd repurchase this exact one because it's just like a basic argan oil, but I like that it was in a nice glass bottle. It feels really nice and like kind of high end, even though it's not. So that was nice. If you're looking for a good argan oil, this is a good one. It's organic and non-GMO. I also got this little sunscreen as a point perk from Sephora. This is the Dermalogica Prisma Protect SPF 30 Light Activated Skin Defense. This was really nice. I knew it would be because, I mean, it's expensive. It's really nice, really lightweight, just sinks into the skin right away, but it still really does moisturize while giving that protection. It's not greasy at all, but it's also not too dry like some sunscreens are on me. Just a really nice sunscreen. And at first, when I was first using this, I was like, you know, maybe I will buy the full size of this. And I just kind of had it in my head that maybe the full size was around $40, because that seems like most like more expensive facial SPFs are around that range. The full size of this, which is 1.7 fluid ounces. Do you guys want to take a guess? Take a guess, figure out your guess, and then I'll tell you. $65 for 1.7 fluid ounces. That's not that much if it's something you're using every day. I would go through that amount of sunscreen in probably 2 months, maybe 3 months. There's no way I can justify that. I thought like maybe if it came with like 4 fluid ounces, that would be reasonable. But yeah, really nice product. Well, I will say though, because it is a chemical sunscreen, it actually did burn my eyes a little bit. I like to take my sunscreen under the eye area because that area is susceptible to sun damage too. But I did notice by the end of the day, my eyes would be kind of like stinging a little bit. So yeah, That is one gripe I have, but I think that's just because it's a chemical sunscreen, and usually mineral sunscreens don't do that for me. But anyway, really nice sunscreen for the face. Won't repurchase the full size, but I'm glad I got to try it. And you better believe I cut it open and got every last drop out of there. So that's it for like facial skincare. Moving on to some body stuff, I finally finished the Pacifica Sandalwood perfume. You probably saw this in my last Project Pan update. I've been trying to use this up pretty much since January of this year. It's just a rollerball perfume. I think they unfortunately discontinued this scent, which is really sad because it's a nice scent. Most people will say this about the Pacifica perfumes, and I agree. It really doesn't last very long. Like, it will fade after maybe a couple hours. So if you're looking for a really long-lasting perfume, this isn't it. But really nice fresh scent. Sad they discontinued this scent. I don't think I'd repurchase any other perfumes from them, just because if I'm gonna wear a perfume, if I'm gonna go to the trouble of wearing a perfume, I want it to last, you know? I also discovered that I'm not a fan of the rollerball style, because once you get to the bottom, it will kind of like mix with your skin particles that'll kind of like roll back into there, and then by the end you've got like a really cloudy, gross looking perfume. So I don't love that format, but I kind of wish they would just put a sprayer on top of this, or I would rather just buy like the spray bottle version. But anyway, there's my thoughts on that. Okay, I have one hair product here. This is the Jason Dandruff Relief Treatment 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. So I had this long ago in the past, and for some reason I remember it not doing a great job. So then I switched to the regular just shampoo version, so not the 2-in-1, and that one did a good job, but it smells so strongly like sulfur, and it's just not a pleasant smell that I really want my hair to smell like. So I decided to stop repurchasing that one. I went through several bottles of it because it really did a good job with the whole dandruff control situation, but it's just the smell. I just can't handle the smell anymore. So I decided to try this one again. I gave it another try, and I actually do like it better than I remember liking it in the past. It doesn't have the horrible smell, it just has a fresh, nice, pleasant scent. And I like it. I actually really like it, and I did already repurchase another one, so I will probably continue using this as my go-to. I've just been having like a flaky scalp a lot, and I feel like it's been going on ever since like last summer, kind of around the time that I moved, and I don't know why. I don't know what that's all about. I feel like this does kind of keep it under control, but I do have to wash my hair either every day or every other day. I can't go like 3, 4, 5, 7 days without washing my hair. And honestly, first of all, I've read that if you do have a dandruff-prone scalp, it's better to wash it more often. But also, just regardless of that, it's pretty much socially acceptable to shower and wash the skin on your body every day, right? Why is this area of our bodies any different, you know? Like this area comes in contact with the air outside. It can get smelly too. Like, you can sweat. If you sweat, you have sweat glands in this area. So why is it like, I mean, I'm not judging anybody who, like, it's totally up to you. It's your hair, your body, you do whatever works for you, but I don't know when it became like such a shameful thing to wash your hair every day. Like, I don't know. And I know, like, this is sulfate free. A lot of people will say, like, make sure you're using sulfate free everything if you have like scalp issues. I do. Every hair product I use is sulfate free. I don't know. I think I'm just one of those people that's susceptible to dandruff, and it's gross. But anyway, long story short, I feel like this does a good job, but I do need to stay on top of washing my hair relatively frequently. Okay, moving on to some more body stuff. I finished this Tom's Natural Moisturizing Body Wash in the Creamy Coconut scent. Okay, I opened the blinds because she needs something to occupy her. What's going on here? What's happening? Oh yeah, here it is. I didn't even know that Tom's made, I think I knew they made body care products, but I'd never like seen them in stores, but they had this at the grocery outlet a few months ago, so I picked it up because I was almost out of body wash, so I was like, I'll try this one. I've only really ever used Tom's like toothpaste and mouthwash and stuff like that, so I was really curious to see how I would like the body wash. So this is the Creamy Coconut scent. This smells like toasted coconut flakes. Like, it's a very natural coconut scent, but kind of like toasted coconut, you know what I mean? I don't know. Very specific. But I'm really not picky about body wash. There's not a whole lot to say about it. I mean, it's just soap, like, whatever. But I am going to try to stop buying liquid body wash that's in like a plastic bottle, and I'm trying to just switch to bar soap. that comes like packaged in paper, because it's just one less plastic product that I'm having to use, and I feel like that's a pretty easy switch. So I think I wouldn't repurchase this or any, at least for now. Okay, I'm not saying, like, I'm not promising forever, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just stop buying like body wash that's packaged in a bottle like this, because again, it's just soap. Like, if I can switch to a bar soap and like reduce waste a little bit, I'm going to, because that just seems like a pretty easy switch to me. So I'm not saying I'm gonna go completely plastic free with my entire beauty routine, but that's like one easy swap, I think. So anyway, that's my thoughts on that. I do think it's a nice product, and if you're in the market for one, it does the job. Little tiny body lotion from J.R. Watkins. I also got this from the grocery outlet. It was like 99 cents, and I don't know why, but I couldn't resist buying like a tiny little baby lotion, even though I really didn't need to. But this is their hand and body lotion in the aloe and green tea scent. Little tiny bottle, not the best bottle for this kind of thing because it's hard to get it out of there. Like, it's just like a screw on top. So it was, you know, there's like a little bit left in the bottom, but I can't get it out. Kind of has a pleasant scent, kind of like a hotel lotion scent, you know, like the kind of lotion that you would expect to smell in a hotel bathroom. But yeah, whatever. But J.R. Watkins is a cruelty-free brand, and I actually have their like hand soap in my kitchen right now. It's like the sweet mint or vanilla mint or something like that. It smells really good, and I like how fancy it looks too. It looks way fancier than it actually is. Okay, I finished the Certain Dry Everyday Strength Clinical deodorant. This is an antiperspirant deodorant. Comes in only one scent, the Morning Fresh scent, which is just a very nice, like, gender neutral, pleasant, clean scent. And this is pretty much one of the only cruelty-free deodorants that has antiperspirant in it. I know a lot of people choose to use natural deodorants that don't have antiperspirant for health reasons. Personally, I've done a lot of research on it. I've determined that for me, I'm not concerned about aluminum containing deodorants. So this is what I've decided to go back to, because I've tried so many natural deodorants that either gave me a rash or worked but stained my clothes or just didn't work at all. So I'm like really tired of trying natural deodorants and wasting my money on them, and this is one that I just know works really well, and I definitely want to recommend this if you are kind of in the same boat as me. Maybe you don't care so much about a deodorant being natural and you just want like a traditional deodorant that works but is also cruelty-free. This brand is also 100% vegan as well. Get the Everyday Strength one. They also make some like really heavy duty antiperspirants, which, I mean, I'm sure those are worth trying if you have like a major sweating problem. But if you're just looking for a regular antiperspirant deodorant that really works, just like you don't have to worry about it, you just put it on in the morning and you can just go about your whole day not worrying about if you smell or if you're just sweating or, you know, whatever. It just does the job, and I'm very happy to be back to using this, because I used this long ago before I tried natural deodorants, and it just works. I know Tom's also makes some deodorants with antiperspirants, and I tried one of those a long time ago and it didn't work for me, even though it did have antiperspirant in it. So anyway, this is the one I choose to use. Does a great job. I have already repurchased it. Now we are down to a few miscellaneous items. I have a Tom's Wicked Fresh mouthwash in here. These show up in my empties probably every 2 or 3 months. Really good mouthwash. It doesn't like sting my mouth like a lot of mouthwashes do, and just does a good job. Will continue repurchasing. Then also from Tom's, this is very Tom's heavy empties, the Enamel Strength toothpaste. This was my first time trying this particular version. I've used tons of Tom's toothpaste over the years. I mean, I've been using Tom's. My like parents purchased Tom's when I was a kid too. Like, this is the kind of toothpaste that I've been using since I was ever using toothpaste. Like, when I was a kid, I used their like kids version of toothpaste. So I am like a loyal customer of Tom's, and I've noticed lately I've been having a little bit of sensitivity with my teeth when I like drink really cold water or I'm eating like ice cream or something. I do notice a little bit of sensitivity starting to happen, so I wanted to try more of a sensitivity toothpaste, and I felt like this did a really good job. It's a smaller size than their normal toothpastes, but it costs the same amount, which is kind of a bummer. But it is a good toothpaste. I actually really liked the flavor. It's just their peppermint flavor, and I felt like it just made my mouth feel really clean. A lot of cruelty-free toothpaste I feel like don't have the best taste or they don't make your mouth feel super clean, but I don't have that problem with this one or with really any of the Tom's ones. I feel like they've really improved their flavors over the years. So I probably would repurchase this, or I know they make a few other like sensitivity ones too, but this one also says that it is whitening, which I really like. Currently I'm using the Trader Joe's peppermint toothpaste, and that one is not for sensitivity. It's so cheap compared to most cruelty-free toothpaste though, which is why I went for it. And it does a good job, but I do notice the sensitivity of my teeth starting to come back a little bit. So maybe I will go back to this one once I use that one up. But yeah, if you are, I know a lot of people say that they can't find a good like sensitivity relief toothpaste that's cruelty-free, but I would definitely go for this one if you're looking for that kind of thing, because I felt like it did a good job. I found it at Fred Meyer, which is like Kroger, so like any variety of Kroger, maybe you'll be able to find it. Otherwise, I'm sure you can find it online as well. And last but not least, I'm very sad to be done with this. This is the Mrs. Meyer's laundry detergent in the basil scent. I rave about this line of products all the time. This is my favorite scent for like any kind of household cleaning products, and I will probably repurchase this eventually, but what I ended up buying instead was the Ecos laundry detergent, because it was like half the price of this, but instead of 64 loads, this one says 64 loads per bottle. I don't know how accurate that is, but the Ecos one says 100 loads per bottle. So I was like, this one is so much cheaper. I got it at the grocery outlet as well. I'm sorry if you don't have a grocery outlet near you, because I literally talk about them all the time, but they have so much great stuff there. So I ended up getting that one just because, I mean, if I can save like a good chunk of money with that one, probably gonna just start using that one. But they also make scent boosters. So the Ecos one that I have is like a free and clear, like unscented one. So I think if I really am wanting this scent again, I'll just buy the Mrs. Meyer's scent boosters, because I have had those in the past and that does a really good job, just like really freshening up the scent of your laundry. So maybe I'll get that, but I do hope to repurchase this eventually, especially if I ever see it on sale. It's just kind of pricey. I think it's like $17, $18, somewhere around there. So it's hard to justify, because the Ecos one was I think $9 for like a really big bottle. So anyway, I just talked way too long about laundry detergent and toothpaste, but hope you guys enjoyed this Empties. I hope that it was informative, and if you did enjoy, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. I film Empties videos every month at the end of the month. I also do lots of Project Pan videos, Shop Your Stash videos, and then a bunch of other stuff in between, so I hope you guys will come back for more videos, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye! You guys want to say hi to Miss Heidi? She just hopped up in my lap. You want to say hi to the camera? Hi everyone! My name's Heidi and I need attention constantly. Yes I do, and I have a soft belly. And I'm purring. Okay, bye everyone! Are you precious? You just love me. I love you.